and be the back 40 type, like the skyline side of that county line. Never needed the buzz of a neon light or dirt road Silverado ride. But since you came around, it's all I can think about. Didn't know what I was missing till I saw you in that set, some dusty boots, faded blues, and that southern drawl too. Now it's Wild West living and I'm loving every minute. How you did it, I don't know, boy, but it's all coming up, cowboy. Hey, hey. Something about a summer sunset view like this, and the 5 o'clock shadow of your goodnight kiss, cuddled up just us with a tin roof frame. I'll never be the same. Didn't know what I was missing till I saw you in that set, some dusty boots, faded blues, and that southern drawl too. Now it's Wild West living and I'm loving every minute. How you did it, I don't know, boy, but it's all coming up, cowboy. Hey, hey. You're taming horses and setting my heart free. Oh, baby, it's so hard to believe. Didn't know what I was missing till I saw you in that set, some dusty boots, faded blues, and that southern drawl too. Didn't know what I was missing till I saw you in that set, some dusty boots, faded blues, and that southern drawl too. Now it's Wild West living and I'm loving every minute. How you did it, I don't know, boy, but it's all coming up, cowboy. Yeah, it's all coming up, cowboy. Yeah, it's all coming up, cowboy. Hey, hey, hey.
Now, that is a way to start a live stream here on Hank's Corner. Thank you all for tuning in. I got 2 special guests coming on. I'm going to bring them onto the stage. The first being who you just heard, McKenna Faith Winters, because we are here promoting her new album that comes out tomorrow, How Do You Miss Me? And we got a special co-host, Briley Renee here. And, McKenna, I am so excited about the release of your new album. And can I say, we just played Coming Up Cowboy. That is probably my new favorite song by you. Now, you got a lot of other good songs, but I think that's going to go to the top of my list. Welcome to the show, ladies.
Thanks for having me.
How excited are you about this release? Because this is a little bit more special than just when you're releasing a single here and there. Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, so we've been working on this album for a little over a year now. One of the songs, Let 'Em Go, we recorded probably last summer, and we've been holding on to it and keeping it from everybody. I am just really excited because it's one big step from just releasing a single. It's a whole album with 10 songs on it, and me being 17 is just crazy to think that I have an album coming out at 17 years old.
Yeah, that's awesome. And Briley, you were on my podcast not too long ago. Appreciate you coming out here on the show and supporting McKenna Faith Winters in this monumental moment.
I'm having trouble hearing you, Hank. I can't hear anything you're saying.
Oh, okay. Well, while you work on that, hopefully you get that squared away. But McKenna, you can hear me just fine. And if people out there, if you have any issues too with it, just let us know. But like I said, Coming Up Cowboy is now, like I said, one of my favorite songs from you, on the top of the list. Where did this one come from?
I honestly don't even know. I co-wrote this song. I think we really just wanted a really fun, upbeat song for the album. We built the album to where it starts in a really fun vibe and in a relationship. And then you kind of go through a breakup and you start the healing process and starting to know your worth again. And just, it's a growth album.
Yeah, and McKenna, you're out there in Illinois, and it looks like Briley's still having a little bit of trouble hearing me.
Mhm.
I don't know if she can go in and come back out. We'll bring her back in. But Briley's out there in Houston,
Mhm.
and one of the things that I thought about when I heard this song was it definitely would fit in a dance hall in Texas.
Yeah, it is a very. I think we need to come up with a line dance with it. We talked about that. It'll be really fun for TikTok.
Yeah, definitely. And, I might even give it a little try. I know it's a little difficult because one, I'm older and I'm a guy too. So some of the dances just don't fit me. But that would be great. And, this album is coming out tomorrow. Was there any particular reason why you picked this time period?
No, not really. I hadn't released a lot of music in a while. Christmas music kind of drowns out during December and January. So we released Pharmacy was my last release, and then we were waiting a little bit, and we were recording all the new songs during December and before Christmas. And then I think February was just the best time. It was after Christmas, and I hadn't released a lot of music in a while. So I think releasing 10 songs at once after a few months was just a good idea.
Okay. And we're going to try to add Briley back to the stage. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Oh,
I don't know
that's
what was
great.
happening. I'm so sorry.
And we talked a little bit off screen is that sometimes we have issues with, live streams, whether it's your side, my side, it just happens. But one of the things I had asked McKenna, about that first song is, you being in Texas, I said that sounds like a great dance hall because you know about Texas dance halls, don't you?
Yeah, there's a lot of them down here, so you should definitely choreograph a dance to that. That'd be
Yeah,
super
that's what we
cool.
talked about. TikTok would love that. I think it'd be
Oh,
fun.
they definitely would.
Yeah, definitely. And, I want to talk about a little bit about the next song that's we're going to play. It's called Love by You. Tell us a little bit about this one.
Yeah, so Love by You, it kind of talks about saying, hey, nobody's going to be loved by you. It's a very acceptance and emotional clarity song. So I think when you hear the song, it's like it says, ain't nothing you can do because nobody wants to be loved by you. So it's a really sarcastic thing about a bad guy that kind of did you wrong.
Okay. And why don't we go ahead? If everything's working right, I'm going to see if we can start playing it here on Hank's Corner.
Yeah. Lately, things ain't been quite the same, and maybe we're just playing different games. Ain't we been here before, and you're 1 foot out the door? I just need a little more. Guess I should know that ain't nothing you can't do. Somebody doesn't wanna be loved by you. Can't keep opening all them doors if they ain't gonna come through. Can't go all in thinking what might have been over and over again. 'Cause ain't nothing you can't do. Somebody doesn't wanna be loved by you. Doesn't wanna be loved by you. Doesn't wanna be loved by you. I've been buying you flowers, sending you texts, and you've been calling me babe, then calling your ex, and I'm done hoping things turn around, but there ain't no doubt I'm finding out. Yeah. Ain't nothing you can't do. Somebody doesn't wanna be loved by you. Can't keep opening all them doors if they ain't gonna come through. Can't go all in thinking what might have been over and over again. 'Cause ain't nothing you can't do. Somebody doesn't wanna be loved by you. Doesn't wanna be loved by you. Doesn't wanna be loved by you. Can't make the day night. Can't make the dark light. Can't make something right if it just ain't right. Ain't nothing you can't do. Somebody doesn't wanna be loved by you. Can't keep opening all them doors if they ain't gonna come through. Can't go all in thinking what might have been over and over again. 'Cause doesn't wanna be loved by you.
Well, welcome back to Hank's Corner. I'm Hank Jr. here with my special guest, McKenna Faith Winters, and we're promoting her new album that's coming out tomorrow. How Do You Miss Me? That was one of the songs on that album called Love by You. Also, we got special guest Briley Renee. And, one of the reasons why I brought Briley onto the show was because, and I'm going to take it back a little further to one of your older songs that you had out. It's called From One Girl to Another. And, you talk about in that song about how kind of girls have to stick together. And McKenna, put that into perspective. And Briley, you can chime in. When it comes to the as a musician and being in the industry, how much more is it important for female artists and then female artists around your age to kind of stick together?
Yeah, so we talk about a lot how there's mostly male artists on the radio these days, especially like the Highway, Sirius XM. There's it's all males, and I think in a way women have to have a unique sound. They always talk about it to get on the radio, I feel like, and I've always been a girl's girl, so sticking together and having each other's backs is always an important thing to me.
Yeah, and what does it mean to you, Briley?
I totally agree with what McKenna said because, like you see, there's only pretty much. I mean, obviously, we have our big names out there right now that are female artists, but most of our younger generation is males, and like I know for me it's hard because everybody's like, oh, we're really looking to book males right now, or we're not really looking for a young female artist because I mean I know like me and you have talked about before, it's hard to book gigs, and it's very important for us girls to stick together and always have each other's back. So whenever I heard that song, I actually listened to it last night and I was like, I really like that one.
No,
So yeah, of course.
And not only just in the music industry, but what I have to assume too, like I said, because I base this kind of on the age group too, that while you're dealing with high school issues, that girls have to have each other's backs as well in that situation. And I think that's why, or part of the reason why, McKenna, you put that into your music to kind of put it out that, hey, girls, we don't need to be tearing people down. We need to be as a group building each other up.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, and so we're definitely excited about, like I said, this album that's coming out. So it's about 3 hours and 40 minutes that it's going to be released on the live streams. But you gave it away. Well, I didn't want to say give it away because you still have to go out and get it. But you gave an opportunity for people to go and listen to this music first by putting out a CD. Now I ordered my copy. You autographed them all. Let's take a look at it. Do you have it right there?
Yeah, right here. So you guys can go to McKennaFaithWinters.com. We have CDs, and I sign every single one of them for you guys, along with the new album merchandise, too, that we are going to be putting on the website. I think it should be on there by tomorrow or Saturday, I'm pretty sure. It says McKenna Faith Winters on the front, and then it's got all the song titles on the back with my name in the middle of it. So I think it's a really cool shirt. My mom designed it. She designs all my merch.
That's awesome. And, shame on me for not having my copy here in front of the camera, but I'm not going to lie. It's in my truck because I was listening to it on the way from Florida up to Alabama. I played it a couple times, and, tomorrow I head over to Nashville and I'm going to be playing that too. And, both of you are kind of young too. Well, you don't remember when, albums and CDs came out. But, what was interesting a lot of times about CDs that we would go out as, adults before and do was because they have, like you said, they had the song all listed out. They have great cover art. Sometimes they had the lyrics in there. Sometimes like Taylor Swift would put special messages in there that you had to decipher and all that kind of stuff. Why did you decide, McKenna, to put out a actual physical copy with this?
I think a lot of people like to have it. I also know a lot of adults and stuff, they don't have like Spotify, Apple Music, and like my grandparents, they I think just having a CD is just special to them, and it's their time. So I think the CD is just another way. It's a good thing to look at too, and having it signed is just special for a lot of my fans too.
Yeah, definitely. And what's your take on it, Briley? I mean, is having something physical different than just streaming it?
I totally agree with what she said because it's honestly more personable, and like she said that she's been signing every single one that she's been sending out. I think that that's actually really cool, and that's definitely something for me to look into the future because I love that idea that you're actually doing a physical copy of your own work and being able, like you said, your grandparents, because not everybody has Apple Music or Spotify or stuff, and so I think that's really cool that you're still going back and actually doing CDs, and I think that that's something that maybe we should bring back and start doing more of.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, and I'm not gonna lie, I do like the CDs, but somehow I've gotten very more nostalgic and really like the when they come out with the albums. And
Mhm.
if you can decide to maybe have even a limited number, McKenna, to put it onto a physical album, I want to get that as well too. So if you want to do something like that, you can put me down and I'll get that. But I want to go ahead and play the title track. We'll talk a little bit about it when we come back. Called "How Do You Miss Me."
I don't think I'm doing this right. Been a good few months since your goodbye. And right now I just pass the time, thinking about us in the buzz of a front porch light. And I wonder how you're getting over us. Do you drive all night with the pedal down? Do you ask my friends how I'm doing now when you see them out? Do you sleep with that Green Day t-shirt I left at your house? Do you sip that whiskey like sweet iced tea while you're trying to survive our memory? Well, it ain't worked for me, so I just called to see, how do you miss me? I think I'm gonna need some advice, 'cause baby, it ain't the end of the world when you're on the end of the line. So tell me what it's like on the other side, 'cause I'm just trying to get by tonight. Do you drive all night with the pedal down? Do you ask my friends how I'm doing now when you see them out? Do you sleep with that Green Day t-shirt I left at your house? Do you sip that whiskey like sweet iced tea while you're trying to survive our memory? Well, it ain't worked for me, so I just called to see, how do you miss me? Do you go to work or church or therapy? Or do you think about coming back to me? Do you drive all night with the pedal down? Do you ask my friends how I'm doing now when you see them out? Do you sleep with that Green Day t-shirt I left at your house? Do you sip that whiskey like sweet iced tea while you're trying to survive our memory? Well, it ain't worked for me, so I just called to see, how do you miss me? How do you miss me? Yeah.
And that was "How Do You Miss Me," the title track off McKenna Faith Winter's new album that comes out tomorrow. Can't wait to have it streamed. But as we mentioned, those who took advantage could have purchased an autographed CD from McKenna. McKenna, can we still get those if we haven't done that?
Yeah, you can still get them. They'll be on the website forever. So
Okay.
McKennaFaithWinters.com.
Definitely check that out. And how do you come up with having 10 songs on an album and decide we're going to use that song title as the title track? What goes through the process in coming up with that?
Well, there was a couple different ideas we had, but "How Do You Miss Me" I think stuck out the most. First, hear the title "How Do You Miss Me," I think it's like a kind of a hard sarcastic, like, "Hey, how do you miss me?" But it's really the question nobody asks. Instead of "I know you," it's "I know you miss me," like, "How do you miss me?" So I think it's a really sarcastic thing when you hear it, and especially with the album and all the songs on it. I think each of the songs starts to get more. How do I say this? You think of that your self-worth. That's what the one I'm looking for. The self-worth. Each of the songs starts explaining that, which is what "How Do You Miss Me" means.
Yeah, definitely like that. And, Briley, answer me this. Do you have a favorite animal or a favorite pet?
Uh, Probably dogs. We have a lot of dogs, so probably have to be dogs. But I also show animals, so I show goats, so it's like dogs or goats.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you said dogs first because, the next song that I'm going to be playing, McKenna, why don't you tell you know where I'm leading into this one. Talk a little bit about the dog song, so to speak.
Yeah. So "Beware of Boy." Obviously, it's actually the sign is "Beware of Dog." So it's about this guy that has a dog, and you really miss his dog more than him. And there's a line in there. It says, your dog could treat me better than he ever could, basically. So the dog is your
I
favorite,
love that.
and yeah, it's a really sarcastic thing. It's definitely kind of I feel like an Ella Langley vibe to it. It's very. I had to put a little twang on that song, and I don't have a southern voice, obviously, so it was fun to do.
Yeah, and sometimes I ask little probing questions here on Hank's Corner, and I'm gonna have to do that. Is this by chance based on a true story in any way?
No, I sadly did not write this one, but I wish I did because it's a really funny song. I love it.
Yeah, definitely like that. And I've talked with you, Briley, and McKenna, though, with some of the songs that you put in there. You're using real emotions, the real things that happen in your life. How easy is it for you when you do write the songs to put in personal things?
I think, especially being in high school, you see a lot of different things between your friends happening with relationships and just boys that that they can do better with. So not exactly from my experience, but from seeing things from my friends or even online too.
Yeah, and Briley, when you talk about co-writing, like what is something that you're looking for in a co-writer? And like for instance, like if you would, you and McKenna were to just be put in a room, like what do you kind of hope that is it a feed off each other kind of thing, or is it you kind of like the opposite so that you can fill in the opposite of what you bring to the table?
Well, I honestly think that it's kind of like a good thing to have both sides. I think that it's good to kind of have a different mindset on both because if you can have two different opinions into the song and then you can come up with a really good song at that point. But I also think that you need to be able to work together. So you need to be able to have kind of the same mindset and what you're looking for the song. But I also think that you might have like two different versions, or maybe I was thinking it going this way, or I was thinking it going this way. And then you kind of just make that into one song. And then I think that could make a really cool song. So whenever I co-write, that's kind of what I'm looking for. But yeah, I guess that's kind of how I go about it.
And would that be similar for you, McKenna?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, having a lot of different opinions is good. When we started co-write, we kind of just jot things down that we have on our minds, even if it's just like a lyric or two or a line, and then we kind of go from there to create the title and then what kind of vibe we want.
Okay, and the reason why I did that, so you kind of maybe you guys get a feel for each other here, because if you two write a song together, I'm going to take credit for that and say, yeah, I put you guys together, put you in the right direction. So maybe in a little corner on the next CD or on yours, Briley, that you could put a little bit of credit to Hank Jr. there. But
Oh yes.
I want to go ahead now and play, like you said, it's a little tongue in cheek. It's a fun song, and it's probably the second favorite, right under coming up Cowboy on the album for me. So we're going to go ahead and play Beware a Boy here on Hank's Corner.
I miss your dog, the way he'd greet me at the door and kiss me on the cheek, be so happy to see me. I miss your dog, how we'd curl up on the couch and take those evening walks. He'd listen when I talk. He always made me feel like I'm enough. He could have taught you a trick or two about making a girl feel loved. don't miss you.
She don't miss you.
Being rude to my mama. Your texts at 2 a.m. 'cause you're out drunk again. I don't miss you.
She don't miss you.
Forgetting about my birthday. All that sleeping around, thinking I wouldn't find out. But that sweet, sweet hound of yours never let me down. He never hurt me. He never made me cry. You're the one whose bark is just as bad as your bite. Why did you chase me just to treat me like a toy? That sign out on your lawn should say, beware of boy. Yeah, I bet he would have warned me if he could. Just stay away, girl, he ain't no good. He never hurt me. He never made me cry. You're the one whose bark is just as bad as your bite. Why did you chase me just to treat me like a toy? That sign out on your lawn should say, beware of boy. Beware of boy.
And that was Beware of Boy by McKenna Faith Winters. That's from her album that's coming out tomorrow, How Do You Miss Me? And, Cedric brought up a good point, because when I listened to that, I knew I was going to ask you, who's doing the background vocals on that?
Yeah. So Cedric's my producer, by the way. It was me, my mom. I think my dad was in that too. Cedric, and then this couple that's in my band, Lena, Alla, and Dave. They all did the call and response thing. It was my mom. I think it was my mom's idea. I can't remember, but it was it came out to me really funny. I loved it.
Yeah, definitely like that. And, for this last section, I want to make sure, because, one of the reasons why I specifically, other than get to enjoy talking to all these people, but I do Hank's Corner, is specifically to promote the artists. And Briley, you can help me out with this too. Briley, tell us, why is it important for people to pre-save, even though we only got a couple more hours left, but to pre-save the songs, the albums on like Spotify or, other streaming platforms?
Yeah, so I think it really just helps out the artist a lot. And most people are like, oh, it's really not that important. But like deep down, like to us artists, it actually is like a really big deal for you to go and pre-save everything. And you can do it on iTunes, all of the things. So y'all make sure to go do that for McKenna. But because I haven't heard this album until just now. So I'm like seeing this and I'm like, oh my goodness, this is so good. So I'm going to be like waiting at midnight. I cannot wait to hear it. But yeah, so y'all definitely go and make sure to pre-save her album. Even though we only have a couple hours left.
Yeah, still got to get that out. And I appreciate how you put that into, people can understand that, Briley, because, the people don't realize how it helps the songs and the artists be seen, because you're pre-saving, even if it's for a couple of hours. And, I got the privilege of getting this music early, because we're going to do this podcast, obviously, but I also bought the CD. But I do appreciate the fact that, you gave Hank's Corner, the world premiere, to do this. But I know I'm not the biggest podcaster, and I know there's other bigger medias than me out there. And you got a lot of media lined up. Tell us about what you're going to be doing in the next couple of days with media.
Yeah, so I tell you what's a lot. My TikTok drafts just build up every single day. I think I have maybe 300, and that's not a lot compared to a lot of people. But I really just like making a lot of just fun point of view videos. People love the point of view videos. I don't know why, but they really do. Like one I made point of view, you miss his dog more than him, like for Beware of Boy. It's just a funny one. That one did well. I think promoting music is just the best way, especially I've been doing it for 2 months, even prior to the album. I started promoting it right as I just got those songs back a couple months ago. And promoting and marketing on TikTok and Instagram is the best part of this, I think.
Right. And not just the social media aspect, but when I talk about media and, like I said, talk about me podcasting, like you're actually going to be going on radio stations and
Mhm.
promoting this. Tell us a
Yeah,
little bit
yeah.
about that.
So, I actually was at one of my hometown radio stations on Monday, and then tomorrow I get to skip school because I have two more at WJBL up here, and then River Country in Dixon, where I was born. I was born in Dixon, but I live in Machesney Park, Illinois. So it's about a 45-minute drive, I think. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, they're helping me out with doing some live radio interviews tomorrow.
Yeah, that's awesome. Like I said, I'm glad to be a part of this, and even if I'm just a small part, I'm glad to be doing that. And when it comes to releasing songs and albums, a lot of people now are throwing parties because of that. And you got one going on. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so my album release party is on Saturday. I know this podcast might not have a lot of people that are from Illinois, but if you guys are by chance, you guys can buy tickets on eventbrite.com. We are selling tickets at the door, but they're more expensive, so I'd get them now online. It's going to be doors open at 3. It's going to be from 3 to 10:30. I play from 6 to 8, so if y'all want to see me, I play from 6 to 8.
All right, so let's sum that up. So this is how we can help support McKenna, other than just going to her social media and liking and sharing her posts. Is that one, go ahead and pre-save the album on the streaming platform of your choice. Two, which is better than streaming because she doesn't make hardly anything off the streaming songs. We all know that, is to actually buy that CD or some of the merchandise that she has out there. And of course, if you are anywhere near her area in Illinois, you need to go out there and be a part of that party. I wish I can, because it sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be great. We've got a bunch of cupcakes coming. We've got a taco food truck that's gonna be there. The bar is open for the adults, obviously, but I think it's gonna be really fun.
Yeah, that's awesome. And, like I said, I'm so happy to be able to help promote this. Briley, you coming on here and helping out. Like I said, I'm one of your fellow artists, and, you didn't get the opportunity to listen to the song. So I get to watch your face and your reaction as these songs are coming on. And I could tell you really did like them.
Yeah, they were super good. Yes, I'm so excited for you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes, of course.
Well, once again, it's going to be McKenna Faith Winters, her album, How Do You Miss Me, coming out in a little over 3 hours. That'll be midnight Eastern time, 11 o'clock Central time. And, it almost sounds like the Central people get it first, but it really isn't. It still comes out at the same time. It's just that the Eastern people have to stay up a little bit later. And, I definitely appreciate everybody that's been tuning in. I saw some people from Philadelphia. I know Dave is all the way out there in the UK, and so, this podcast does get out to different places. And do me a favor, though, and share this episode, this live stream on your page. That way people can get, to hear McKenna Faith Winters. And we only played 4 songs. We're going to end with one more. But you got, a total of 10 songs on this, correct?
Yes, that is correct. 4 of them are out already. So that kind of gives you an idea about the album, but 6 new ones are coming tonight.
Yeah, well, we definitely like it. Briley, thanks for co-hosting this. McKenna, we wish you the best of luck with this and enjoy the party. But we're going to go play one more song, Backup Girl. Thanks for everybody for tuning in to Hank's Corner.
You call me real late, say you like my smile. Said the sound of my voice gives you butterflies. So I fell for you, like I said I wouldn't do. Then I saw the 2 of you. Boy, don't be confused. I'm not the girl you hit up when she says no, not a soft place to land when you feel alone. I'm your ride or die, not your standby. I'm the first call, or you're not at all. That's what I deserve. Boy, you're backup girl. You say it's complicated, but I have to say I'm face. Don't